Remember the Samsung Galaxy Note 7? It was supposed to be the ultimate phone, sleek, powerful, the works, but it turned into a total nightmare. People started reporting that their phones were like spontaneously combusting. I'm talking full-on fireballs in their pockets, cars, and even airplanes. It was insane, not cool Samsung, not cool at all. So Samsung is like, hold up, what's going on? Turns out there was a problem with the batteries, something about faulty design and manufacturing. The batteries were just not safe. Basically, they rushed the phone to market to compete with Apple, and it backfired big time. At first, Samsung tried to play it cool. They issued an informal recall, asking people to send in their phones for a replacement. They thought they could fix it quietly, without too much fuss. But the reports of fiery phones kept coming. It was relentless. It was like trying to put out a forest fire with a water pistol. Impossible. Then, things got real. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, those guys don't mess around, stepped in and issued a formal recall. Boom! That's when Samsung knew they were in deep, deep trouble. The crisis had just begun, and it was only going to get worse from here. So, Samsung is scrambling to manage a crisis of unprecedented scale. They halt sales of the Note 7, offering replacement phones to customers who had already purchased the faulty devices. They think they've fixed the problem by addressing the battery issues. People are like, okay Samsung, you get one more chance. But wait, there's more. The skepticism is palpable. The replacement phones, the ones that were supposed to be safe, they start catching fire too. This was supposed to be the solution. It's like a bad infomercial, but wait, there's more. The irony is almost too much to handle. Except this time, it's not a bonus set of steak knives, it's a fire hazard. People are freaking out, and rightfully so. Airlines are banning the Note 7 from flights, citing safety concerns. It's a PR disaster of epic proportions, with news outlets and social media ablaze with criticism. Samsung is like, okay, we messed up. Big time. They issue public apologies, but the damage is done. Finally, they had to admit defeat. The situation was beyond salvageable. They stopped production of the Note 7 altogether. Kaput. Gone. The once promising device is now a cautionary tale. It was a massive blow to Samsung's reputation and their bottom line, a lesson in the high stakes of technology. Okay, let's talk numbers. The Note 7 fiasco cost Samsung a boatload of money. We're talking billions with a B. Lost sales, recall costs, lawsuits, you name it. But the damage went beyond just money. Samsung's brand took a major hit. People were wary of buying Samsung phones. They were the laughingstock of the tech world. It was a painful lesson for Samsung. They learned that cutting corners and rushing products to market can have disastrous consequences. They knew they had to regain the trust of their customers, and they had to do it fast. Section 4. Safety first, containing the damage. So, Samsung went into damage control mode. They launched a massive investigation to figure out what went wrong. They introduced stricter safety measures for their batteries. They even created fireproof boxes for people to return their Note 7s. I'm not kidding. These boxes were like mini hazmat containers. You could practically ship plutonium in them. Samsung also pushed out software updates that limited the Note 7's battery life. They were desperate to prevent any more fires. It was a long and painful process, but Samsung was determined to make things right. Section 5. A second chance? The Note Fan Edition. Now you'd think that after all that drama, the Note 7 would be dead and buried, never to be seen again. But Samsung had other plans and they weren't ready to give up just yet. They decided to give the phone a second life, a chance to redeem itself. They refurbished the remaining Note 7s, put in new batteries, ensuring they were safe and reliable, and released them as the Galaxy Note Fan Edition, a fresh start for a troubled device. It was a bold move, a calculated risk, considering the phone's fiery past and the negative press it had received. Surprisingly, the Note Fan Edition actually did pretty well, exceeding expectations. People were willing to give Samsung another chance, showing their loyalty and trust. The Note 7 saga was a cautionary tale, a lesson in corporate responsibility. It showed what can happen when companies prioritize speed over safety and the consequences that follow. But it also showed that even after a major setback, with the right approach, it's possible to regain the trust of your customers and rebuild your reputation. And that, my friends, is a valuable lesson in resilience and redemption.